Hi, I'm Paul. Welcome to your mat today. We're going to do a jam session. We have lots of jam sessions here on the channel, and these are very funky and playful. I always invite us to bring a real sense of discipline and focus to our practice, but I like to balance it with a real sense of lightheartedness, an adventurous, playful spirit, and just trying to cultivate joy. So meet yourself where you are. It's an all levels practice, but there'll be plenty of challenge for everybody, and I always offer steps and modifications along the way. I'm grateful you're here. Let's get going. We'll begin on all fours with some cat-cow and hands in a reverse position. So if you're able to, you'll turn your fingers to point back towards the knees. If this is too much pressure for you in the forearms or wrists, just turn your hands to face forward. Let's connect to our breath, taking breaths in and out through the nose. And with your next inhalation, come into cow position or dog tilt. Arching your spine, look forward, reach your chest forward and up. Exhaling, scoop your tailbone under and round, bringing chin to the chest. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, cat. Inhale to a neutral position and just shift your weight forward and back a few times, trying to loosen up through the wrists and forearms. Good, and we'll release. Shake it out. Turn the hands to face forward. Wrist creases parallel to the front of the mat. As you melt your chest, stretch up and back to downward dog. And let's loosen up. Bend a knee, straighten the other leg. Just finding what feels right for you here to open things up. Maybe welcoming in an intention for your practice. Right? My invitation is to bring this playfulness. Maybe that works for you. And if you want to add something on to help deepen your focus, go for it. Let's bend knees almost to the floor, but keep hips up and back. Take a breath in. With your exhale, shift forward, right knee to the nose. Bent knee dog. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, bent knee dog. Final time. Knee to nose. Step through. Lunge. We'll come into crescent lunge. Just reach your arms out to the sides. Up overhead. Deep bend in the front leg. So 20-minute practice or so, shorter practice. We want to get right into things. So if we're out of the lunge, we're not going to warm up as efficiently. So let's go deeper. Thigh bone parallel to the floor. Knee over the ankle. Lift up through the heart. Even lift your gaze, but keep length through the back of the head, through the neck. And exhale. Hands to floor. Downward diggity dog. Bend knees almost to floor. 3 times with the left. Take a breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, bent knee dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale. Step it through. Crescent lunge. Deep bend in the front leg. Reach your arms for the sky. So thigh bone is parallel to floor, knee directly over the ankle. So anchor your tailbone down. So lift through your belly as you gaze upwards. Relax your face. Exhaling, hands to floor, step forward, standing forward fold, feet hip bone distance apart. Spread your toes, even lift your toes to help engage the muscles of your legs. Inhale, lengthen forward, half forward fold. Exhale and bow. Inhale, rise all the way up. Now as you exhale, start to bend the knees towards a squat and cross right arm over left for eagle arms. If you need to lift the heels, you'll lift heels. If you're not able to cross forearms, just grab opposite shoulders. With your inhale, release the arms, straighten your legs. Rise, arms overhead. Exhale, squatting, left arm on top. 2 more times. Inhale, release, stretch up. Exhale, right arm on top. Inhale, release, stretch up. Exhale, squat, left arm on top. Inhale, release, stretch up. Exhale, bow forward. So that's a fun little jam. And from here, step your right foot back to lunge. Now you could use blocks under your hands. We're going to do 3 jump switches, jumping and switching the legs. Blocks makes it a little easier. It's actually a little bit more fun with blocks as well. Fingertips work, and if you're not going to jump switch, that's fine. You could just do a step switch. All right, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Right leg is now forward. Lower your back knee to the floor, and we'll rise for Anjaneyas, stretching arms up alongside the ears. Sink into the front leg. So front buttock, right buttock reaching for the right heel, even as you pull the foot towards the back of the mat. Now from here, bring your hands together in front of the heart. So 3 times we're going to lift back leg and go to warrior 3, and then back to this Anjaneya position. Ready? Lift the back leg, keeping the right knee bent. Just shift the weight forward, lift your back leg. So right leg, bent knee, warrior 3, and then step back to Anjaneya. 2 more times. Shift the weight forward. Just playing with the balance. Ooh, feeling this in the glutes. Back knee to floor. Last one. Lift the knee, shift it forward. Let's hold. If you can, stretch the right leg straight. Good. Bring hands to floor. Step back, pyramid pose. Parsvottanasana. So heel to heel alignment. Scissor left hip forward, right hip back. Turn your belly over your thigh as you fold. Press especially through the inner feet, big toe mounds and inner heels. A good connection to the earth. With your next exhale, bend your knee, step the left foot back further so you're in lunge position. 3 times. Let's do the jump switches, or just step switch 1 time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Back knee to floor. Rise up. Anjaneya, arms up alongside the ears. It's playful, it's fun, it's deep, it's fiery, it's definitely spicy. Jam sessions, bring it all. All right, exhale, hands in front of the heart. So 3 times, we'll go back and forth. Lift your back leg, shift forward into the front leg, and then step it back. Anjaneya. Number 2, lift the knee, shift the weight forward, step it back. I'm losing balance all over the place. If you are, do not sweat it. Lift the back leg, shift it, maybe go straight leg. Turn the right toes down. Good, then hands to floor, bend the knee, step back. Parsva, pyramid pose. Right hip drawing forward, left hip drawing back. Spin your belly over your thigh. Think about your left buttock scooping under, so you externally rotate the left thigh. And then from your pelvis, ground through your legs, root down. Good, bend your knee, step back, plank pose. Let's come all the way to the floor, and we'll slide through for cobra. Either low cobra with belly on floor or a little bit higher up. Gripping the floor, finger pads pressing down. Draw your shoulders back. Good, exhale, downward dog. Shift your heels over to the left. So it's a staggered side plank, staggered Vajrasthana. Right arm alongside the ear. Lift your hips. Now from here, right hand comes to floor. Come onto the toes. Bring right knee to upper left arm. Cross it over for fallen triangle. Ground your left foot and stretch your left arm up, or left arm alongside the ear. Big lift to your hips. Then slowly bring your hips to the floor and thread your left arm under the right. So this fallen warrior twist is super deep. And you can come onto the toes of the back foot or be on the inner foot. And so you're working left shoulder towards the floor, and you can look under or over your right shoulder. A low, deep twist. Inhale, slowly come out, hands to the floor, and let's come back to downward dog. We are most definitely jamming now. Shift your heels over to the right. Left arm reaches up. Lift through your hips. Try to turn the right bicep more towards the front of the mat. So external rotation to the upper right arm. Bring left hand to floor as you come onto the toes. Left knee towards the upper right arm. Stretch the left leg over to the side. And then reach up for your fallen triangle. Big lift to your hips. Exhale. Hips come to the floor, or outer left hip to the floor, and then try to thread right arm under and just feel the twist. I'm looking over the left shoulder, but you could also look under the left shoulder depending on arm placement. Inhale, slowly release. All right, work it back. Plank pose. And we come all the way to the floor for thigh stretch on the belly. Prop up on your left forearm. Reach back with your right hand. Grab a hold of the right foot. You can always hold the outer foot, pull it in, or inner foot and flip the grip. Lift through the arm, lift through the heart. Reach your heart forward and up. Exhale and release. We'll jump switch. Right forearm down. Left hand reaches back. Lift through the heart. Reach heart forward and up. Exhale, release. Pull through, cobra or up dog. And downward dog. Inhaling, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step through, side angle pose, Parsvakonasana. Ground your left foot. You could always prop up right forearm to thigh or right hand on a block. If you're able to, just go right hand to the floor. Root your left thigh bone back and widen. Try to lift the left inner thigh. And then the right buttock, just scoop it under as you look under the left arm. Exhale, release. Left hand to the floor, back to downward diggity dog. Lift your left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Ground the right foot. Feel free to prop up, forearm to thigh. And if you're able to, you'll just bring hand to floor block. Right thigh bone roots back and widens. Left buttock scooping under as you stretch the right arm alongside the ear. Relax your face. Exhale, release. Plank pose. From your plank, bring your knees to the floor. Arch your spine. Lift your tailbone. Now bend your elbows. Bring chin and chest to the floor. Try to keep your belly off the floor. Stay like this and start to pull your knees forward isometrically. Stay like this or bend your knees and maybe even reach back to grab a hold of the feet. Stay like that, or even perhaps lift your chin off the floor. Squeeze your shoulders back. Everybody, exhale, release. Come flat onto your belly. Whew, that's a hard one to talk in. Bow pose. Bend your knees. Reach back. You're either grabbing tops of feet, or if you're not able to grab, just reach towards your feet, and you'll do a variation of locust. Spread your toe. Squeeze your shoulders back. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Take it up. Extend your heart forward. Breathe. Exhale and release. Pull through cobra or up dog. Take it back to down dog. Walk your feet about a third of the way up your mat and walk your hands back to meet your feet. You're going to go from a chair to camel flow sequence. I'll walk us through it. You always have your option to bring hands down to the floor as we move between poses. All right, bend your knees, chair pose. Sink it down. Hips down. Now from here, start to lift heels, bring hips down, bring knees to floor, lift up for camel pose. You can keep hands on sacrum, or if you're able to, hands to heels, but keep your toes tucked. Heart pressing towards the sky. Inhale, rise out of the camel. Now go to chair. You could put hands on floor to push back or just sort of flip over the toes into your chair pose. Sink hips down, knees to floor, camel, Ustrasana. Shoulder blades hugging towards spine. Press up through your heart. Inhale, rise up. Back to chair pose. Feet come to floor. That's a fun little transition. Keep your chair low. Bend your knees deeply. Hips down. Lift heel. Final one. Lift through the heart. Curl back. Inhale, rise up. Back to your chair pose. And then standing forward fold. Now let's walk towards the front third of the mat. Come into a squat. It might be time for an uh-oh, which means core work. Let me get an uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're jamming. If we're going to jam, got to do some core work. Now this is going to be a fun transition as well, going from Navasana to crow pose. So from Navasana, bent knee or straight leg, when we go to crow, for some of us, we might want to use hands on the floor to shift the weight, and then you could play with lifting a foot or both feet. But you could also transition without using your hands at all. That's definitely trickier. All right, Navasana. 2 times we're doing this. So either bend knees or straight legs. Keep your chest lifted. Relax, breathe. So good. We're working hard. It's a short practice. We're getting it all in, and we're not in a rush. It's a beautiful thing. All right, from here, going to go into that squat into Bakasana. So maybe hands to the floor, and maybe you're able to just transition. Ooh, that was trickier than usual today. Lift heels up towards hips. Maybe both feet are down or just one foot is up. And let's go feet to floor. One more. Navasana. Keep your chest lifted. Let's hold it for 3, 2, 1 7/8. All right, crow pose. Hands to floor, not shift your weight. And then feet to floor, standing forward fold. Whew. That was good work, y'all. We did it. Now from your forward fold, let's step on the hands, palms face up. Feel free to bend the knees if you need to get your hands in position. Lift your tailbone. Relax your face. And step off of your hands. Come on to all fours. Now we'll do what we call thing. Coming to the back of the hands. Fingers pointing towards the knees. And from here, I just make fists. Right, thing from the Addams family, right? All right, good. Shake it out. Marichyasana, left leg straight. Variation 3 or C. Bend the right knee, lift and lengthen through your spine, and then we'll twist, maybe taking left arm to the outside of the right leg. Resist from the right hip through the right knee. Right? Resist the twist. Looking over the right shoulder. Just relax your face. Broaden across the collarbones. Inhale and release. Second side. Pull the left foot in. Right leg is straight up and down. Lift through your spine. Draw your left shoulder back. Broaden across your collarbones. Inhale and release. To close out before Savasana, either Paschimottanasana or Supta, supine Paschimottanasana, stretching legs overhead and reaching towards your feet. And it can be a pretty passive posture here, so the knees can be bent. Tailbone lifting towards the sky. Good. After your next exhale, you can slowly inhale and come out. And we'll stretch out for Shavasana. If there's anything else you need to do, maybe a happy baby or a supine twist, please honor your needs. And once in position, let go. Just relax deeply. I'll leave you here in Shavasana. Thanks for jamming with me. I hope you enjoyed that one. It's playful and fun and deep stretch. A lot of work. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And be sure to subscribe to the channel. Never miss one of the 3 classes we add each week. Leave your comments. We'd love to hear from you and be a community with you. And we'll catch you on the mat again real soon. Namaste.